John Raspanti with MaxBoxing.com and Seconds Out. I'm here in Hayward, California with former trainer of the year, Virgil Hunter, who has a couple of really important fights coming up and also other fights coming up. So we're going to talk about that. That's Virgil right there. Virgil, let's get right into it. How you doing?
Doing great, John.
Good.
Sorry we gotta.
It's all right. You know,
together like this.
This is okay. We're just ad-libbing here.
Essence.
No problem. So Andre Ward is fighting. You told me it's going to be officially announced today, but it's been out there for a while. He's fighting March 26th at the Oracle against Sullivan Barrera, a pretty decorated Cuban fighter, 17-0 with 12 knockouts. Tell me what you think about that matchup for Andre.
I think it's a great matchup going into the division. Not taking anybody soft. Not taking anybody that guarantees you a win. Formidable young man with an amateur pedigree and a proven world-class coach.
I see. Now he's got a lot of power. So I mean, Andre obviously has faced guys with a lot of power, and he's a little taller. Is that you know, as a trainer, do you like it when your guy fights a guy a little taller, or does it matter at all? Or tell me what you think.
Actually, I really don't know his height at all.
According to the boxing rec, he's like probably an inch taller than Andre.
What is he? 6'1"?
6'1", right?
Well, they're even.
That's about even, huh?
Andre might even be a tad taller than 6'1".
I see. Okay. So you don't have any preference, whatever? Because I was thinking, you know, everybody's talking about Kovalov, but you guys can't be thinking about that, right? You got to be focusing right on Sullivan Barrera right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're going to get to the champion, you have to get by this test. So the focus is definitely on this fight because it's not a human fight. It's a tough fight.
Okay, when Andre fought Paul Smith in June, you were there, obviously. Now, there was a lot of talk that he looked kind of rusty. I was there. I didn't really see it. Maybe, you know, you got the good eye. Maybe a little, but that could make sense. How did you assess his performance that night in June against Paul Smith last year?
Well, he performed according to plan, and that's what's important when you follow the plan. And the plan was to get some rounds in, and whatever happened would happen. Obviously, we're giving up a 20-pound weight disadvantage. So you don't want to just rush into something. Just take your time and let the fight come to you. And so he followed the plan, and that's what I'm pleased with. As far as rust is concerned, I'm one that believes the fighter is only rusty if he has bad habits outside the gym and a lifestyle outside the gym that is contradictory to his craft. Andre doesn't have that, so I didn't detect any rust. And but there's always going to be critics.
Oh, sure. So you pretty much saw what I saw. That he looked like himself, and he was sharp, and he was Andre Ward. He was fighting his usual fight, taking his time, broke Paul Smith's nose. So you were pretty pleased.
Of course, very pleased with that.
Okay.
Such a time.
I see. Now, this is going to be kind of funny because Andre, you know, personally, I've known him since he was 25, and now he's 32. Is age a factor anymore, really, in boxing? It used to be, you know, Virgil, I'm not going to say how old we are here, but it used to be when a guy hit 32 that he was getting kind of old. Now, obviously, Andre's only had 28 fights, so that's not old. But do you think there's any truth to that, or is it all about just wear and tear?
I believe it's wear and tear. There's some guys that are not even 30 that's pretty much done. That's pretty much done. I think it's wear and tear and the punishment of the sport that ages you quick. And he doesn't get hit, and he hasn't taken any punishment. So that has kept him where he needs to be. So I always told him that between 32 and 35 would be his best years if he chose to go to 35.
Okay, moving up to the light heavyweights. Andre fought in the Olympics as a light heavyweight, we all know, and now he's moving back up. Do you think that's his, I mean, he did fine at 168, obviously, tore up the division. You think 175 that is really where he should be, or is that his correct weight? I don't know if there is such a thing as a correct weight, but are you guys comfortable with that weight?
Well, when he was in the Olympics, he was not a light heavyweight. He only weighed 69 to 70 at the most. He did it so Andre Guerrero could have the 168-pound slot, and so he could eat, you know.
Oh, okay.
And I was just one that believed that weight doesn't matter in a 4 2-minute round fight. And, you know, it paid off for us, but he never was a light heavyweight at that time. He used to have to eat. He used to have to eat in the morning before the weigh-in to make sure he got over 65.
So would you say now that he is a full-fledged light heavyweight?
No.
No, so it's still going to be...
Well, you know what? The weight is right, but it takes about a year to settle as one. You could be one, but you have to settle as one. So he needs that period of time to settle as a light heavyweight. As far as the weight is concerned, the weight is right. But, you know, when he has time to settle into a light heavyweight, then I would consider him a full-fledged light heavyweight. Right now, he's just entering the division.
I see. Let's talk about power for a second, because that's always something that comes up with boxing. People love the home run hitter. What do you think with, you know, Andre hits pretty hard. People don't want to give him credit for that, but he does, because I've seen him here hitting pretty hard. Is he going to bring more snap? Or I mean, is that true, or is that, what do you think? When you move up the weight, do you bring a little bit more, or is the weight not that big of a factor?
I think it varies in weight classes. I think when you're a small man and you move up in weight, it might affect you more. But I mean, there are middleweights that can knock out heavyweights. So, he has more than enough pop, more than people imagine. And to this day, he's fought a lot of big punches, and they are not willing to walk through him. So that tells you that right there.
I see. This is a challenge. Okay, let's talk about Amir Khan now. Now, Amir Khan has got his biggest challenge here coming up, obviously May 7th against Canelo. You've been against Canelo before. You're our Alfredo and I can't even forget his name. He fought Canelo Angulo. He fought Canelo a couple years ago, and so you got a real close-up personal view of Canelo. Obviously, got a different fighter, and Amir Khan, faster, hits pretty hard, quick. So, what do you think about that matchup?
That's a matchup that he wanted. So I supported him in it, and he's up for the fight, and he is bringing some attributes to the fight. So, and then come straight up here. So, with those intangibles, I give him a great opportunity to be successful.
Okay, now his advantage is obviously going to be speed, and he's going to have to move up. Canelo's a pretty strong guy, and you know that Canelo will probably come in the ring weighing about 185, 190 on fight. You know, when they fight each other. I think I read somewhere that you said Amir is going to obviously gain a little weight for this fight and make himself a little bit. I don't know what he can do, but you think his advantage is in speed, and he's got a little pop, right, Amir? So he could probably catch Canelo coming towards him. Is that what you're thinking?
No, I never said that he was going to have any force weight on him.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So no, right here. And? Okay. Oh, got you. Sorry. Ooh, that hurts. What's up, B? All right. So Fowler's here, B. I'll be finishing him.
Yeah, very soon.
No, he's not got any artificial weight on him.
So what do you think would be a good weight for Amir to come in when he gets in there against Canelo? I mean, it's 155 catch weight, right? So is he going to come in around 154, 155, or be the most he's ever weighed? I think in a fight. Is that what you're shooting for, or what you're thinking on that?
Well, I'll let it go where it's going to be, with him training, getting a lot of rest, and getting a lot of rest. And if it's 52, 53, that's where it has to be, but it has to be his natural weight. It's going to be a weight advantage regardless of what he does. It's going to be a strength advantage regardless of what he does. So he has to go with his advantages and attributes.
I see. Now, when Amir Khan fought Algieri, he got caught on the ropes a lot. Now, obviously, you don't want him you don't want him to get caught on the ropes against Canelo. Are you guys going to obviously be working on that, or is that some fighters can fight really good off the ropes? What's your view on that, Virgil? Would you prefer obviously that he stays in the center of the ring against Canelo, or what?
He cannot stay on the ropes. He can't stay on the ropes.
Yeah.
No.
Just,
Amir is a unique kid. You know, he has his moments when he feels it's no threat. And when he feels it's a threat, he does what he's supposed to do and follows the plan. So I think he didn't prepare for Algeria like he should.
I see. So this fight he's really going to be up for, and he's going to be, you would say, prepared about as best as he could be, because this is his big opportunity. Is that pretty correct?
He better be.
Yeah, he better be. So,
He better be.
so you're gonna, you guys have already started training and everything, and the fight's May 7th in Vegas. So you guys already.
Training's already started. It's good. He's been here for a while, so that's a good thing. So we're ahead of schedule.
You just finished up.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sorry too. Yeah. Okay. So you're feeling pretty confident that with Amir going in there on May 7th against Canelo, that he's definitely can shock the world on May 7th.
Well, look, he's got a good chance to do it. I mean, the odds are against him. Logic is against him. But you have to give him his props for believing he can do it, and that's first and foremost. If the fighter doesn't believe he can do it, it's all for naught. You know, so I give him his props for that.
We'll leave it at that. Thank you so much, Virgil Hunter, and good luck in March with Andre and May 7th with Canelo. It's John Raspanti from MaxBoxing.com, and check us out.